Welcome and Merry Christmas. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate everybody being here. I didn't know if anybody was going to join or not since it is Christmas. I hope you had a fantastic Christmas. Welcome to stream Maruta. We got Andrew. We got Bartman. Welcome. Sarah. Let's see. Reiki. Effie. Joanna. ZZie, what's going on? Good to see you, Liliana. And I think that's it. Welcome. And Toppy. Toppy? I don't know which one. Anyway, Toppy, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Sarah, thank you very much for your donation as well. I appreciate that. Robin, thank you for the good wishes. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. All right, let's get started with the show.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
So yeah, I have no idea how many people are going to be here. We got Z, I thank you for your donation over PayPal as well. Let's go to the Gregory Scott. We got Sarah. Let's go with work, finances. Let's get as much detail as we can with this. And yeah, just take your time tonight. It is Christmas, nice and relaxed and slow and what have you. So we're going to go forth and see where all of the readings are going to take us. So there we go. At least it was warmer out today. It was, Andrew. It was very nice indeed. Carine, a Merry Christmas to you as well. I appreciate you being here, stopping by. But yeah, Andrew, it was nice. I went on a nice long walk. I think I got a 45-minute walk in. It was very nice. So tomorrow I'm going to start juicing, I think. So get a little weight loss and out of this stuff and get my New Year's resolution to lose a few pounds. I need to lose to get to my ideal weight as far as the weight the doctor wants me to be at. I need to lose 30 pounds. So if I lose 30 pounds, I'll be at the ideal weight for my height, age, and whatnot. So that's going to be great. And I remember 30 pounds ago that when I did go walking and whatnot, it was super easy. Like I could just walk and walk and walk. I never had to stop. I never had to slow down. It was really nice. So we're going to get that 30 pounds off there and see where that's going to take us. I think we're going to look pretty good after a good 30 pounds of loss. So we're going to do that. Be back on salads for lunch every day. My body is happier too. Yeah, I am, on salads. I have been on salads, but I did get a little lazy and I gained some weight eating a lot of just junk and what have you. So yeah, we'll just fix that and get that handled. Anyway, work and finances. Let's go and see what's going on. Pie War, welcome. Did anybody get what they wanted for Christmas? Hopefully you did. This sounds great. All right, Four of Wands, work, money. Let's get more money. Let's get more things happening. I think money is going to be pretty easy as far as 2023 goes. I really think you have a lot of opportunities for making money. You have a lot of income sources that are going to be around. You have a lot of things that are going to be handy, that are going to be sort of at your fingertips there. And I think you're going to be able to use a lot of those. Here's what I think is going to happen, just my opinion. By the way, Lisa, thank you for your donation over PayPal. Let me know what your question is. There we go. But yeah, be random with me. You're welcome. All right. So thinking of more income sources in 2023, we're going intuition here. The one thing that I do think is you have avoided some opportunities in 2022. Maybe some opportunities were there. They didn't look as good as they should have. We didn't have as many sort of open doors or avenues to sort of pursue in 2022. But I really think that's going to improve quite a bit in the next year as well. Joanna, thank you for your donation. And Mina, welcome. Merry Christmas to you. So the star says basically we have paths to follow next year. I think that's going to be pretty important. I think two major paths to follow next year. One is something that you hear about from somebody else. I think that leads you on a new adventure. It leads you into sort of the next idea, the next pursuit that you do want to do. I think this big one is going to occur around late February, early March-ish. So yeah, the number one thing to pursue, the number one thing to chase is going to be in that time. I think that's going to carry you out to the rest of the year. You do have the star, something to follow, things to do. Now, the number two thing is either a new job or some sort of an enhancement with maybe the current job. I think there is basically, the first one is non-work related. The second one is heavily work related. And I think sort of putting it the second one to work, no pun intended, is going to be something that you can do maybe late June, early fall-ish. So yeah, you're going to have these two opportunities with that. The magician sort of talks about the work-related opportunity. Maybe it's a new job. Maybe it's something that you've been waiting for as far as maybe a promotion or something moving forward with that. I do think you have a rather large shift as far as work is concerned in June. I think they're bringing on a boatload of people, or something's happening where a lot of people are coming in that sort of that time frame, in the sort of the I guess the summer time frame. Four of Wands talked about happy home, happy family. I do think the first idea, the first inclination that you do have in the beginning of the year is going to again carry on until the end of the year. Could it be something investing wise? Could it be some other things? I think that really sort of carries you through. Two of Cups does say basically finding your ideal work environment is not going to be a problem next year. I think you are led in a direction. And this is something where I don't have to put a lot of energy, a lot of thought into it. The star just sort of guides me into the direction I need to go, which is nice because I don't have to put just tons and tons of effort towards something. It just sort of gets handed to me. I'm not saying it's a freebie by any means, but I mean, as far as sort of income, money, work, I think a lot of that's taken care of next year. And I think you're going to be happy to see a lot of the results with that. All right, Z is next. Thank you for the PayPal donations. I appreciate you. All right, let's go forth and do the PayPal shuffle over here with ZZie. Z want to know something. We put ZZie, I guess. Okay. Anyway, let's see. What do I expect on the first month? Okay. Forest of Enchantment. All right. January. All right. ZZie wants to know about January with the Forest of Enchantment. It has been a long time for this one to be here. So yeah, that's it. That is it. Lisa, finances and a career. We got you covered, Lisa. Thank you so much for your donation over PayPal. Appreciate you very much. And yeah, welcome everybody. It was a great Christmas. I got to see the family. I had way too much to eat. That's why I have to get on some kind of a diet. I had way too much to eat, you know, that's the way it goes. But yeah, I can lose a little bit of that weight for the January time frame. I don't want to join a gym. I know joining a gym in January is a terrible idea because everybody does it. So you're going in and there's like piles of people in the gym and whatnot. So yeah, I'm just going to focus on at-home exercises. I got the exercise bands. I got the little videos that come with the bands. I'll be doing some of that. I'll be doing a lot of walking and sort of just focusing on just aerobic for now and sort of enhancing it a little bit later. So there we go. Mina, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. Mars Pisces, thank you for your donation as well. Always good to have the Pisces up in the chat. All right, January, like what's going to happen, Z? I don't know. Eight of Visions. Oh, your dreams are much more important in January than they were before. Z, you've had an off and on odd relationship with your dreams. I really think that your dreams are really going to be very intense. They're going to be very focused. And when I mean focused, I mean, I'm really rocking it tonight as far as the readings go. All right, I just got like intuition's going bananas over here. When I say focus, Z, I mean that they go right to the point. It's not like you need a dream interpreter. It's not like you're like trying to figure out what the world was that. No. I think they get intense, and I think they get very focused in January, and you need to be very alert as to what they are telling you, because I think they have some important messages to say. Eight of Visions, a lot of things coming out, a lot of things coming through. And the best part is the Weaver of Boons brings it directly to you. You don't have to wait. You don't have to do a lot of interpretation. So I think that's going to be fantastic overall for you. The other thing in January is there's some friend that is really kind of squirrely on you. They start getting squirrely on you. In other words, it's like all of a sudden they change a little bit for no reason. I think a lot of people change at least a little bit, but this one changes a little more dramatically than the others. You do have to watch out and sort of figure out why that is. What are we doing? Where are we going? What kind of things are going to be sort of manifesting from this particular thing as well? Ten of Vision says this is something, a place, a time where it is sort of time to catch up. A lot of spiritual books that you have been putting off, that you have sitting there that are unopened, you do need to get those, open them, and make some effort towards that goal, because I think that's going to be very important for you indeed. Eight of Challenges does say, yeah, you are going to have a couple of challenges, especially the last week of the month, but just sort of push through it and make it happen. Denise, welcome. Great to see you. Thank you for hanging out. Merry Christmas to you as well. Woo-woo, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. There we go. All right, Lisa is next on the PayPal realm. Let's see the finances, career. Let's look into the future, into 2023. Where are we going to be with finances, career? Where are things going to take us? What kind of adventures are we getting prepared for, at least as far as next year is concerned? Let's see what's happening with that. I appreciate everybody's very generous donations, by the way. Thank you so much. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. I got to eat lots and lots of food, way too much. So it is time for a little bit of a diet. It is time for some diet. You know, we gotta offset all the food I ate today. Sunflower, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Oh no, Sunflower, welcome to the stream. All right, I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, Lisa, let's do that. Backbone, I thank you for your donation. Look at the finances and career. Oh, man. You know, I would say as far as January goes, it's a rough start. A lot of things just aren't working out. A lot of things career-wise aren't working out. It's really sort of a pursuit or a chase. Let me just say this. January is going to be the beginning of a chase. You really have to sort of run as fast as you can towards the goal to get a lot of the finances, career opportunities that are going to be there. I do think you have a time-limited opportunity that is going to pop up, especially, and I'm saying especially around March, early March. And you do need to embrace that. It's almost like you got a week, maybe two, then it's gone. And I think that sort of affects a lot of the career opportunities that are going to be handed to you next year as well. I think career right now, education, learning, picking up some things is going to be a very important kind of sort of a next step for you, right? Backbone, thank you for your donation. But yeah, sort of communication, focus, getting things done, basically sort of, communicating with other people, as well as learning, acquiring more knowledge, maybe certifications, maybe some YouTube videos, maybe some enhanced skills that are going to get you to the goal line for that. Now, be aware that enhancing sort of your stability is going to be a big focus for you as far as finances are concerned. What finances are going out? What finances are coming in? How can we adjust that and make that happen, right? So you don't have to end up in a situation where you have to borrow $2,000 $3,000 because you're behind on, toll tags or something like that, right? So, well, not borrow. You have to tell somebody to pay you. Otherwise, you dump them. But yeah, you want to sort of be in that mode where you can blend very well indeed. I think that's going to be very beneficial for you. Overall, finances, career, just sort of take care of themselves. You do have to, again, be careful of the chase. Be aware that there is a chase there. If you just sit on your hands, you are going to let a lot of things pass by. And I don't think that's really going to work for you at all. Angela, thank you for hanging out tonight. Merry Christmas to you, Angela. I greatly appreciate you. All right. Let's see what is next. We got Carine coming up. Carine, let's get a couple of super chats before we do all of that. Joanna was the first one. Med school will get back to me when my result. All right, what are some good times? When is med school going to come back? When are they going to say, yes, let me in, give me the opportunity that I have been waiting for, because that is going to be an exciting point indeed. Let's go with a traditional manga tarot. Everybody does love the manga. Love the manga. You low-key love the tarot at the end of the rainbow. It is nice. I mean, that's one that I do need to get on the table more often. I mean, there's a bunch of them. I need to get on the table more often, but that is definitely on the list. That's definitely on the list. All right. When will the med school get back with me on that? I really think the third week of January, maybe first week of February. That's when they're going to get back. So it's going to be a few weeks, just a few weeks, right? Rose Design, welcome. No, Rose Rain, welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for being on the channel. But yeah, Six of Swords takes a little longer than you would expect. I mean, it really kind of just takes too long. And I think that's a very frustrating part as well. It just takes too long. It's a little too much. Four of Cups with a Seven of Pentacles. Once you get in there, once you get the opportunity, you are going to be able to sort of embrace that, get that done. But yeah, third week of January, maybe beginning of February for that. And yeah, a little longer than you would expect. I think it's almost like that there's an anticipation that builds and that builds and that builds. And it's like, well, all of a sudden, boom, there it is, but you're like kind of start doubting yourself. It's like in stock market trading, right? When you have a pullback and the pullback goes all the way and you're like, oh my God, this thing is reversing. And then it continues on, right? Well, basically, if you know Fibonacci, that's a Fibonacci 618, what have you. But yeah, anyway. All right, Mina's bookshelf. My teenage daughter and I ever get along? Jesus, I don't know, I don't know. That is, I don't think any amount of tarot deck is going to fix that. But that is just one of those. As they age, it does get better. Mine's finally out of the teenage years. She's over 30 now. So, but yeah, once they get that age, it's no problem. They're like, yeah, I love you, whatever, bye, click. Anyway, all right, will we ever get along? Let's see what kind of things we're going to have to challenge on that. By getting the Sideways Light Seers Tarot. Light Seers Tarot is all about it. Push Kitty decks are the best. Indeed, I love those. We got one sort of a jumper. It's more like a failed shuffle jumper, but that is it. That is still it. Still functions, still works. All right, we ever get along? We do have the devil. I mean, the thing is, y'all two have completely different agendas in life. This is where we're at. The two agendas that we have, one is she's out for just basic things, right? Love, relationships, sort of finding where she's at in the world. And I think at that age too, you sort of do need to separate from the parent a little bit, find out how you function in the world, what kind of things you can do, what you can't do, where your limitations are as far as love, as far as sort of career, as far as learning and things like that. So it's one of those to where they're pursuing a completely separate set of goals. And you do, at some point you do need to understand that. At some point she's trying to find her independence and see where all the limits are. And so, yeah, she's going to press your buttons with that. So the devil does say, yeah, there are some things that are going to be challenging with that. Sarah, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. Death and Rebirth says it changes over time, right? Once she finds her limits, once she understands that you were just there to support her, you were just there to be there and, sort of be that sort of support supportive, loving person. I think they sort of settle down a little bit. You do have a death rebirth, that functioning changes are coming. And once the changes are implemented, once she finds the limits, once she understands where we're going, I think she sort of changes for the better with that. But the Emperor says the power struggle right now. Who is the Emperor? Is it her? Is it you? We need to find out. Obviously, it's going to be you, but I mean, after a period of time, they do need to get their independence going. So yeah, the Emperors, it's going to be a power struggle for now. So, you know, that you gotta just sort of chill out and yeah, just sort of take it as it goes. Because sometimes it is indeed a power struggle. What's going to happen between me and the Scorpio? Does she like me back? Good luck with the Scorpios, I have to say. Good luck with them Scorpios. Have fun with all of that. Have fun with all of that. All right. So, yeah, we're not going to do that jumper because that was from the previous reading. So, yeah, we're not going to do that one. Anyway, what's going to happen between me and the Scorpio? Scorpio Capricorn, and no less. Mars Pisces. That is going to be interesting indeed. So, have fun. Let's see, what is going to happen? Does she like me back? 8 of Cups, you got the World, you got the Wheel. I do think that there's a limitation on her connection. There's a limitation on the commitment, the connection. There's a limitation on what she's willing to do, where she's willing to go, what kind of commitment she's willing to make. It's almost like she's commitment averse, right? You got that little 8 of Cups over there. Maybe they like to leave. Maybe they like to abandon. Maybe they like to go their own way sometimes. You do sort of have that, you know, in that perspective of, yeah, just a little bit of a commitment issue. She could be a runner as far as it goes. But yeah, sort of getting the commitment from that is going to be difficult indeed. The World says, sure, we can, you know, they kind of like you, right? We do have a King of Pentacles. They think you do have a lot of, good things happening. They do think that you have a lot of interesting things about you, and they are sort of drawn into your world. They kind of like your world. They want to be drawn into it, and you want to find where it is going. So I think the King of Pentacles does say that they do have a level of interest with that as well. The World says we're willing to make an adventure, but it's going to be more of an adventure than a stable, rock solid kind of thing. Again, I think this person could be commitment averse. Sort of, I mean, if you do have resources, you may want to watch your resources. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just, you know, 2 people here. Watch your resources with this. So you never know where that's going to take you. But the Wheel says we could have a pretty stable thing happening for at least a limited time. You're just going to have to understand that it's going to be difficult to get long-term stability, maybe from this particular individual with that 8 of Cups. But does they like me back? I think so. I think they like you a little bit. The World says, let's travel, let's get some things done, let's have some adventures, let's do that. So they like your world, and they're willing to sort of hop into it to see where it is going to take you indeed. So yeah, looking pretty good. All right, Carine wants a general reading. Off to PayPal we go for another beautiful reading over here. All right, for the beautiful Carine, let's make this happen over there. General. Oh, what's a good deck for this? My deck. We'll use that. We'll use, if you don't have it, the Waterfall Tarot. I mean, if you didn't get one for Christmas, we've still got plenty, and I mean plenty of stock of these things. So yeah, gonna be cool. Gonna be cool. You just healed your Stockholm Syndrome. I guess that's good. Well, congratulations on not having Stockholm Syndrome anymore. I don't know. Were you in Stockholm, or were you in an odd place? I don't know what's going on. Find the final piece. Well, that's good. It's always good to find the final piece and all of that other stuff. I am Saint. This is the road less traveled. I have no idea. Yeah, Gypsy Punk is throwing out the words of wisdom tonight, apparently. There we go. All right, Carine, let's go where no person has gone before with the general, looking at what is happening. Page of Wands. Watch where you step. That's the first message on here. Watch where you step. You know, there is a level of complacency that you have with some things, and sort of getting out there, doing a little bit of the comfort zone, doing a little bit of stepping out, seeing where we can go, seeing what adventures are out there, where we can go and take place with some of this. Page of Wands just says, be careful where we step in the adventure. I do think there is a level of sort of just a rough road out there. And if you choose that road, that is going to be difficult to recover from. And you definitely are going to run into some issues sort of getting that done. Four of Wands, you're going to have a new opportunity for a new home, maybe new family, new maybe relationship, maybe kind of coming in. Sort of that Four of Wands says a new happy home, happy family. But I really don't think it's relationship wise. I think it's something where you sort of have some opportunities to sort of settle down with some stuff, some cool stuff that you see, some things that you like to embrace, some things that you like to do. It's sort of like all of a sudden the world opens up a little bit as far as possibilities, what I can do, how I can be, where I can go with that. The Emperor says definitely it is time to take control over any situations that you have lost control over, because I do think you have we're going to go with three big things where you completely lose control next year. I think these are really going to throw you off. It is time to take control over those. It looks like, I think at least number two looks like it's more challenging than the others. But yeah, you do have a little bit of sort of gaining control back, getting your levels back, getting everything balanced the way that it needs to be. The Six of Swords says take your time with any new adventures, with any big sort of stepping out and making things done. Taking your time is going to be very productive as well. I do think you have a couple of people on this journey with that. And at least one of these opportunities has some other people involved. I think it's kind of fun, kind of cool. You have a shared experience, but just be aware. It takes a little longer. It is more of a long-term journey, and that's the way it goes. All right. You definitely want to bookmark that reading. I really think you're going to run into all of those situations. I'm just saying now. I mean, go ahead. Now, luckily, bookmark the video. Luckily, I have chapters in all of my readings. Every reading on this channel gets a dedicated chapter so you can zoom directly to it. So if Carine wants to find her reading, she doesn't have to scroll through an hour and a half and guess. Go directly to it. I wrote the program that did that. I wrote it because I am a software developer. If you like that kind of technology in your tarot reads, if you like all of the hundreds of hours of free entertainment, free tarot lessons over here, in addition to the thousands of hours of videos that I have, hit that like and sub for me for Merry Christmas, all of that good stuff. Brianna, welcome. Good to see you. Amber, welcome as well. Intuitive Diane, what is going on? You developed Stockholm Syndrome to tarot. It keeps me chained to watching readings. Well, this is a place to be. This is a place to be if you like readings. We're here almost every night. So, yeah, the way it is. Woo-woo, a general read for the next year. We got the double backbone after that. Look at this. We just did a woo-woo. No, we did Mars Pisces, went over to the beautiful Carine, back to woo-woo, double backbone, Sarah M, all in the queue over here. Having a great time tonight. It is Christmas, and I am stuffed city. I cannot put a single morsel of food down in my stomach right now. So yeah, that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing. That's why we need to start juicing tomorrow. That's what I'm saying. Got to start juicing tomorrow. I'm going to go over there to the grocery store and hope I don't see a particular individual. And I think I can time it right where I don't. And getting me lots of celery, apples, and all of that good stuff tomorrow. So yeah, let's see. General read for 2023. How is that going to be? How is that going to come about? Let's see what's happening here. 8 of Swords, a 2 of Cups, and a 3 of Cups. 2023 is all about the wild and unusual relationships. Do I think that there's some love things that are fun and interesting and good pursuits, and where are we going to be, and at least sort of enticing in that? I really think that that is going to be very exciting indeed. Yeah, well, there you go. But yeah, I think that relationships are going to be very paramount for you. Love, getting your stuff done, getting all of these things out where they need to be, sort of getting sort of a stable feel in love is going to be paramount for 2023. The other big thing of 2023 is something involved moving as far as a car, a vehicle, something like that. You may have some challenges as far as that. So, yeah, I do think that that's going to be a little bit of there. Eight of Swords says be careful what you wish for as far as love is concerned. It's almost like that you're attracting something you don't want in love. So I think, you know what I'm saying? I think you sort of want to be careful about what you're manifesting. What are your beliefs? What are your limiting beliefs? Do you believe you don't deserve this? You don't deserve that? Do you believe that the opposite sex does this, that, this? You got to kind of limit that and understand where your thoughts are, because I do think that you have a very potent potential for creating love opportunities, creating some things in your life, especially in February. So just be aware of that. You do need to just start writing the shit down that you think, right? Write everything that you think. You need to write it down, and you need to look at it from just a third-party perspective, like here, Three of Cups. Look at it. What are you creating in your life? Because I think you're manifesting something you don't want, and I think that's very fixable in 2023 as well. Two of Cups does talk about just the love opportunities, and getting that done is going to be very focused for you as well. All right, let's go with the next read, which is going to be Backbone. Has a double read. What kind of weird relationships are in store? You got a wild redhead, Backbone. I don't know if you're concerned about that, but yeah, you got a wild redhead ahead of you. Definitely something where you're going to have to sort of tame that pretty quickly. You know, I really think as far as weird or wild relationships, hey, you know, it's more weird from just a perspective of where do I want to be in the relationship. I think you're just mismatched as far as people want to go here and do this. People want to focus on this and that. And I really think you're sort of in a different focus as for other people when that sort of comes through. You got a Knight of Cups. I think you have a pretty traditional, pretty standard relationship. You do have a redhead that is really going to just sort of weird you out in a lot of unusual ways to for sure. With that, Page of Coins says don't really build anything with this individual. They are a leech, more or less, and they are going to drain a lot of things from you, so you don't want to sort of be involved with that, and I don't think you really want to be with there. Queen of Swords says don't be afraid to be direct. If you're not getting what you want in a relationship, direct communication is the best. I really think that you do have some issues with direct communication, like who am I going to offend? What is going to happen? Where is this going to take me? I don't think that is really, I think that is something that you need to focus on, Queen of Swords. If they take it wrong, they take it wrong. You say, look, you know, I mean, if we're draining you're draining resources, you're draining this out of my life, you're draining your happiness, you're bringing me down. You need to be direct with that, and that's really going to be a very good thing there. All right, let's see what is happening with that. That is a very cute deck indeed. That is the pixelated tarot, what have you. Carine, I thank you for your double donation over PayPal. Appreciate you. Let's get a general out here. I didn't think anybody was going to show up, but we have more viewers today than we've had like in the past 2 weeks. So that's cool. That is cool. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Maybe I'm the only streamer. That's why. But yeah, thank you for showing up. I appreciate you being here. If you aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We got tarot news. We got deck unboxings almost every day. We have like 250 decks unboxed over here. Just endless supply of good tutorials. You don't pay any money for the tutorials. They're all free. We got link in the description. We got some great stuff with tarot card symbology. We have awesome stuff with the court cards as well. We got a complete Thoth course, a complete tarot course, bringing you into all of these different ideas and different things. I got a book as well, link in the description for that. So that is it. That is it. All right, general reading. Knight of Swords, be in more of a hurry than you think. I mean, be in more of a hurry than you think. Some things do need rapid action. Some things do need more action than anything else. This is something where doing gets you to the point of figuring out what you want to do, right? Mazabia, welcome to the stream. Tarot Reader, welcome. Thank you for your compliments. I appreciate you. Merry Christmas, everybody. We got Joanna. Thank you for your other donation. All right, let me do this. when you're sort of learning a skill backbone, let's say picking up tarot reading, you got to do the tarot readings. You got to get your hands dirty, right? If you're doing tennis, if you're doing tarot reading, if you're doing woodworking, you got to get your hands dirty and figure it out as you go along. Sure, you're going to make mistakes, but you definitely need to take those steps and not over-research things. You got the Chariot and the Knight of Swords. It says coming up soon, you are going to have to do a lot of rapid movement, a very fast, very quick things, and you're not going to be able to think about them. You're going to have to just work on instinct. I think your instinct is honed. I think it works. I think it is very functional indeed. But, and I say but, you need to sort of get your hands dirty into things before you're able to figure out some of the complexities of it. Research is not going to get you where you want to go. The world says that applies to a lot of things, especially the first 3 months of the year. So just get your hands dirty, get in there, do it, make any mistakes that you need to. It goes with woodworking, it goes with painting, it goes with sewing, crocheting, everything sort of in that, where you just have to get your hands dirty, get it done, get in there and figure it out as you go along, and just completely screw it up the first couple of times. That's the way it goes. That is the way it goes. So I think that is going to be important, and I think that's going to be where you need to be focused on that. So there we go. All right, let's go with, we got another one from Sarah. Sarah, thank you again. I appreciate you. General for January, we got finances, work in 2023. Looked pretty clean. It looked pretty clean, except that big influx is sort of coming through there. Let's see, as far as January is concerned, where that goes. Queen of Cups, the Death, a King, and the King, double King. There's a power struggle at work. There's a power struggle at work. Oh, man, I think this has been developing over time. And the more that you're going to see it, the more you're going to recognize it as, yeah, we have an issue at work as far as who's in charge, who's getting stuff done, where are we going, what is the focus here? And it feels like that gets thicker and thicker over time, especially in January. I think this is the time where we have a lot of projects, a lot of money floating around, and a lot of discussion about we have this much cash, that much cash, what are we going to do with it? You really need to be focused on that and make sure that you're observant as to who is in power, who is there, because a power struggle will ensue again. There are changes up there at work as well that you are going to be able to sort of embrace. You're going to be able to do, see where it goes, see what happens with it. That's going to be cool. You got the double King. One individual is in charge, gets a lot of stuff done, gets a lot of productivity, a lot of very sort of focused and very vocal, as well as somebody who is very sort of visible to other people. Well, the King of Pentacles is somebody who's sort of naturally in charge. They don't do as much stuff, but they do have a level of respect, a level of control over some of the things out there. And I think that's going to be cool to sort of see where this goes through. Queen of Cups says, just sort of be distant from it and sort of watch, observe where it's going to go, because it's going to be sort of interesting indeed. We got Loves. Thank you, Loves, for your donation. I appreciate you. Carine, you are in the queue. So yeah, we'll see. Where do I stand with S? Oh, let's see where that is going to go. Modern Love Tarot is going to be the deck we use for this. If you don't have this, you need this deck. It is amazing. It is astounding. It's one of the best evers. At the best evers. Evers. Okay, Emma. Where do I stand with S? Is that going to be something that works? Is that going to be something that functions? Or is it dead on arrival? Seven of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. I think S is interested in somebody else. You could read this two ways. You could say that you do have a good initial connection, what have you. You do have kind of a Knight of Wands. They have a fiery aspect towards you. They want to see where things are going. They're willing to put the fire, get it going, get it rocking and rolling. I'm reading it as something different, just because the Seven of Cups is sort of in front loading this a little too much, in my opinion. You do have a level of they're interested in maybe somebody else, or looking in other directions, or seeing other opportunities. They want to see where it goes, where it leads us. And yeah, I think that'll be interesting to see, what happens with that. But just be aware you are competing for their attention, and that is where you stand with S. So there you go, Emma. There is where you stand. Stand in the place where you live. Now face north. All right, Carine we got past romance, lots and lots of romances with Carine's been busy. Let's see what's going on with that. We got Jay and past romance wanting to come back. Past romance. Jesus. Carine is popular. They're lining up for Carine. We'll see what's going on with that. Let's go with Victorian romantic, because it seems that everybody's trying to come on back into the fold. So that should be interesting. Let's see what opportunities we got here. Yeah, so the phone's ringing off the hook over there with Carine. All right, the first one we're going to do is Jay. Is Jay going to be the best one? Is Jay going to be the good opportunity for somebody that can come back into our life and make us happy, that the comeback during the holiday. So I got the reverse treatment. I got the reverse Carine. All right. Okay, let's see what Jay is going. 6 of Swords, the Justice, and the 4 of Swords. Okay. Here we go. I think this is a situation where you need to see how this unfolds. I think the initial surge, the initial connection, the initial communication has a different feel and a different look than what comes after. In other words, I think there's a level of interest all of a sudden, and that either wanes over time, or it's something that is not exactly something that sort of keeps going. 6 of Swords says we don't really have a long we have a long connection in mind here. Justice says things need to be weighed, things need to be balanced for a particular individual with Jay, because again, what they're feeling now is not what they're going to be feeling in a month, in 2 months, in 3 months. So this is sort of coming back and seeing where this takes us and what have you. 4 of Swords says you definitely want to wait and see where this is going to go. Does the interest continue? Is this somebody that will be around, or is this sort of a hit it and quit it kind of interaction with that? So you definitely want to do. You definitely want to do. Holiday dumpers, or hey, well, it's the way it goes, you don't, okay. Anyway. All right. We got another PayPal. Thank you very much for your, for the other PayPal from, Sarah. Thank you very much. And we got I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say your name. Let me look real quick. Mazza B. Yeah, Mazza B. Thank you for your PayPal donation as well. All right. Now let's look at E. Is E going to be a little bit better? Hopefully he does. It's almost like Jay just doesn't have the best intentions in mind. They're like, what's in it for me? What am I going to do here? What's in it for me? Where are we going to go? And see where that takes us. All right. 5 of Swords, 5. Jesus, this is rough. E is even rougher. E just looks like, oh man, I don't know. You got 2 5s here. Basically, it's just doomed. I mean, as far as this connection goes, right? You got a Page of Cups. The interest level is not there. The interest level is not fully manifested. This is something that really doesn't work at sort of a long period of time as well. I don't know. It just looks, they both look challenged. E looks significantly more challenged than the other. You got the 5 of Swords, the Lord of Defeat. Be careful what we wish for. Be careful what we chase. It is something that is not obtainable. 5 of Pentacles just says they're having a rough time and they're looking for you to bring their spirit up, to bring their level of confidence up, to bring, sort of carry them through the time that they're having individually an issue. Page of Cups does say that they're not as genuine as Jay is, because I do think Jay is very genuine in what they're talking about, but it just sort of fades so quickly. So I don't know. I mean, maybe you want to just do it all. Who knows? So yeah, there we go. So there are the line of people that Carine's got going over there. So there we go. All right, let's see who is next. We got Mazza B and Sarah. Thank you so much for your donations over PayPal. You will be here in a minute. Let's do the Sufia Tarot. I think the Sufi tarot would be great for, let me see if I don't butcher this, Sufia. Sufia, thank you for your donation. All right, we got career and finance. Let's get some money going, get some money moving over here in the career finance realm and see where this is going to take us indeed. All right. This is the Sufi tarot for Sufia. All right, if I'm butchering that, let me know. I do try to pronounce things correctly, but sometimes, sometimes I'm kind of full right now. I'm full of food right now, so I may butcher it indeed. All right, what's coming up with career and finance? Daughter of Staffs. Oh, money is an issue in February. February money. I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say February money has been an issue before and has been an issue this year. February money may be an issue last year before that. February money is going to be an issue this year as well. It feels like career and finances are just strained. Finances are sort of going out the door as opportunities go in February. Now, March, April, it does clean up a little bit, especially the Daughter of Coins and the Daughter of Staffs. It's really like, what can we do to improve the level of money outflow, right? So it seems the money outflow is going to be the basic issue. Can you consolidate something? Can we get some things pushed back? Can we get some things pushed out that we don't have to pay, that we don't have to address, and that is going to sort of carry us through and give us the opportunities that we need? Seven of Swords, what can we sort of sneak out of during that February timeframe to make it a little bit better? Ride us into March and April where things do improve. September is a remarkable improvement in finances. Career goes. It really is about focusing on what you're doing. What you're doing works, what you're doing functions. What you're doing will lead you into a level of success that you haven't seen before, but it's a matter of sticking with it even through the tough times. So obviously that's sort of a career goal, right? Son of Swords. Just keep on going, keep on moving. You're on the right path. But yeah, it is issues sometimes. It does have some problems some days, and you are going to have to sort of figure out what to do with all of that. There we go, the Sufi tarot. All right, let's go with a next read. We got Joanna over there. Joanna, you are next, and we got Sarah and Amaza B over there, making it happen tonight. Sarah is next. All right, Joanna, let's do it. Have I met the one? Or will I in 2023? General love life reading. Where's that going to take me? What good things can we get with love and all of the beautiful stuff? Teddy is going to guide you through this transitionary period, because I think you're on a transitionary period right now. All right, so get away, Teddy. You're fine. You're fine. Teddy is, the dogs are no longer here, so Teddy is no longer in danger. No longer in danger of being a dog toy. So yeah, there you go. Have I met the one? 2023. You have not met the one. All right, the world. There's more adventuring. There's more things to do. All right, we're going to go on a wild venture here. Joanna, I got to do it. We're going on a wild venture here because it is Christmas and I'm overly full right now. I really don't think you want the one. I mean, Joanna, I'm just going to go with a harsh reality tonight. I mean, I really don't think you want the one. I think you want somebody who is basically going to make you happy, somebody who is going to be there for you, somebody who's going to bring the magic, bring the caring, bring a lot of things in there. But I don't really think you want the one right now. I think you like life as is. You like independence. You like the freedom. You like sort of what you're doing, where you're going, how you do it. Tarot Reader, thank you for your other donation, or thank you for your first donation. Thank you very much. And Kevin, welcome. Good to see you. And Andrea, if I haven't already said hello, well then hello. I think you like your life right as is. I mean, here we go. You like a life as is. So do you need to make room for the one? I think so. I think, do you need to make room? Do you need to sort of, that's sort of a symbolic thing for me here. Do you need to make room for the one? Yeah. Do you sort of need to figure out, how do they fit into my life? What am I willing to get up from my life? What am I willing to sort of basically sacrifice? What am I willing to do in order to get this moving, to get this made? I do think that you can create the one next year. Indeed, I think if you do, I think July is going to be literally the magic place, the ultimate place where everything lines up, and you are able to make the one. I mean, it sounds really freaking weird, but you're on a tarot channel, so what the hell did you want? All right, let's go through this. The world. You're well-traveled. You're educated. You know what you want. You know where you've been. You know how things have gone in relationships. You know your limits in relationships. You know a lot about yourself right now. I think you're very in tune with everything that you're sort of in with yourself. You're not really discovering any major things at the moment, or you won't be. The world says you've been there, you've done that. So, Ace of Pentacles, hey, I have to make some pretty good sacrifices in order to get this done. Can I do it? Sure. What do you have? The Emperor says there's a power struggle. Just like we had the Emperor power struggle a few reads ago, you have a power struggle here. Who the hell is in charge? If somebody's going to move into a place, it's going to be yours, it's going to be theirs. Are you willing to travel over there to meet them? Because I do think it's a little bit of a distance. Or are you going to have them travel to you? Are you going to be able to meet them in the middle? What are you going to do as far as this is concerned? Justice card says you need to balance out things in your life. So you need to make a symbolic representation to the world before July, because July is your pinnacle point. And just tell the world, I'm ready. I have this place in my life. I have this space, even if it's symbolic space in your place, then yeah, just make that and say, this is the space that I need this individual in. This is, well, not literally, but I'm making space. I'm making room. And do imagination exercises. Well, what are you willing to give up? How are you willing to go forward with that? But again, you have not met them. You will create them in July if you're ready. And getting ready is going to be a tough part, and you got to get started because it sounds a lot more it sounds a lot easier than it actually is in real life. Haley Mist, hello. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you for being here. It is a Christmas party. I thought nobody was going to show up, and everybody showed up. All right, thank you for being here. I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. And hit that like and sub. Hit that like and sub. I'm going on juicing starting tomorrow. And I'm all excited about it because I need to lose a couple of Christmas pounds. I got a couple of Christmas pounds. If I lose 30 pounds, I'm at my ideal weight. So we're going to lose 30 pounds and we're going to be rocking it. It is going to be absolutely amazing. All right, Sarah Taylor has been waiting a year over here. Like hoof-hearted. Indeed, Sarah. All right, new energy coming in. Let's see what's going on with that. Not ooh energy, it's new energy coming in. All right, hoof-hearted indeed. Oh, man. You could use some fresh shit. You could use some fresh stuff as far as energy is concerned. Let me say that right now. I'm going to tell you straight up, all right? Julie, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. You could use some new energy in your life. You could use a lot of new energy in your life. We're going to bring some to you. I'm actually going to create some new energy for you, and I'm going to bring it directly to you in this read. And that is going to be something you want to pay attention to. So definitely bookmark your reads for tonight, because I think that a lot of crap that I'm saying is really going to sort of thrive. So bookmark this video. I really think this is the magic video of the year. This is it. And you'll be in chapters. Your reading will be down there. So yeah. All right. New energy. You want new energy? I got some energy for you. Okay. There's two individuals that are bringing in some weird stuff into your life pretty soon, like within the next month and a half. They're going to bring in some new energy indeed. They got a lot of stuff. You got somebody who really likes to gossip about people. They're sort of a people watcher. They're a little bit of an adventurer, kind of that Sagittarius spirit. Something's going on with this individual that's kind of wrong, but you kind of like them and you kind of get close to them pretty quick. It's almost like a little bit of a new friend, new energy with this. They have a couple of friends individuals. They also try to hook you up or something. Or anyway, but yeah, a lot of weird things go on with this person. So kind of be careful what you tell this person, because they will regurgitate it to other people. So you want to get with that, right? 10 of fire. I think you take on too much new energy at one point, especially as you're creeping in second week of February. Release whatever you can, right? Release whatever thing that you can indeed. Also, if you get any sort of ice around there, there and what have you. Be very, very careful not to be slipping, sliding on ice. I do think you have the potential to have an accident as far as ice goes. 4 of fire. Something really wrong is going on with sort of where you live around April-ish. So if you have money that you need to invest in that, you need to call maintenance, whatever you need to do, be kind of on that same page with that. So yeah, new energy coming up. A couple of issues with life indeed. Be careful on ice. And yeah, I do think you have a couple of people coming in that do bring in a lot of interesting things, but how dedicated do you want to be with them is the question with that. What's coming towards me in love for loves? We love the loves. Everybody loves the lovin's. And yeah. Oh, except for the X. Let's see. We're going to go with the little Buddha tarot with that. A little Buddha tarot. What's coming towards me in love? What kind of open doors? What kind of cool things do we have going on with love for loves? I do love your name. I'm just saying.
I love you.
All right. Let's see. Interesting things with that. Oh, man. January is kind of dry. Just intuitively, January is just dry. It just feels really dry. You got a 5 of Pentacles. Not a lot of stuff going on in love in January. I do think it heats up a little bit, but you got to push it very, very far. I mean, you really got to get on either dating sites. You got to get out, stuff like that. Be smiling at people, be talking to people, having some fun, what have you. But I think that you got some opportunities later after January, but January is just dry, dull, uneventful, and you wish it would go away as fast as humanly possible. That's what I get for that, right? 5 of Pentacles, just rough. It's just a rough month. And it feels like that you feel at some point to blame for some of that, but you're not. It's just sort of how the planets are aligning, how things are moving forward. You really want to sort of not put any blame on anybody, just let it pass, right? You need to let it pass. I think that's going to be the mainstay here. The world says there are a lot of travel things to do. You're really going to have to get out as far as love and hit the streets. I mean, just going to get on the dating sites. You're going to have to go into the, I don't know if you're into sort of going out and what have you with friends. You're going to have to sort of do that if you are interested in sort of a new love, new opportunity. With that, it looks like you have some sort of a blockage just preventing things from just naturally coming to, naturally flowing. Can you clean that up? Yes. I actually think you have a book on your bookshelf that talks something about that, or at least covers that a little bit. You may want to read that. You may want to open up a little bit for that and let the water flow through a little bit better if you want it to come more naturally. Journey, I thank you for your donation. A Queen of Wands is overall, the more we do, the better off we are in this particular venture. So I do think you have some opportunities, but again, you're gonna have to hit the streets on this. Unfortunately, it's one of those, One of those, you gotta get out and make that happen rather than waiting. Power of the P, Ann and Journey. Thank you for your donations tonight. I appreciate you. We got Mazza B in there. Short-term general. Where's it gonna be? We got MB over there. Let's see, a little bit of a general read. Where is that gonna take us? What is it gonna bring about? And where can we go? Because tonight we got the ever so popular adventure tarot, the art of adventure, or whatever that, the adventure anyway, one of those. Mazza B. Let's see what we got going on. Short-term general with the Mazza B. Oh man, so where are we going with this? Ace of Swords. We got a 2 of Cups. Interesting. The more communication you have in your love life, the better. I mean, don't close down when it comes to love. Don't close down when it comes to love communication. The more opportunities, the more communication, the more things you have going on, the better flow of communication you have with love, the better off you are going to be. I really think that's very a poignant thing. Sort of rewind that a couple of times. The 2 of Cups. There's not enough communication. There's not enough open dialogue. The more open dialogue, the better. I think sometimes we do get frustrated with stuff. We do get sort of backed into a corner and we just don't feel like it's flowing. It's working for us. Instead of saying something, we just get upset. We get frustrated. It builds, and boom, something happens. So you really don't want to be in that situation. Sage K, welcome. Power of the P and Ann. Thank you for your double donations tonight. But yeah, just general. You want short-term general? I'm giving it to you. Communication with love, critical in all aspects of your life. Definitely telling people that you love them. Definitely sort of open communication, listening, getting in, being very empathetic. I think it's going to be very good for you as well. It's almost like the more work that we do in this realm, the better off it works, the better off it's going to be for you. So there we go. All right, Power of the P, thank you again for your double donation, and thank you for your double donation. All right, let's go with the next one there. We got Mazza B down. I think that covers all of the PayPals there. Everybody wants to know about love. Everybody wants a little slice of that pie in 2023. Yeah, I feel ya. I feel ya. All right. Anything coming from me in love? Let's see what's going on with all of that. You do have, Jesus, you got a lot of love action coming. I really think that this is your year for love. You have a lot of good love things, a lot of good flow, good energy, good power sort of coming through here. You do have sort of that too. Right now, be careful what you commit to in love. Be careful who you commit to. Be careful what is out there. I do think you have a couple of false flags, things that look enticing, interesting, but just not worth pursuing with that. Let things ride, let things go, and I think sort of the world will bring you, the universe will bring you what you need with this. It looks drastically different than what you would expect, but just be aware that universe does provide in the situation. You have a nice 10 of Pentacles over here, making everything happen, everything rock. It looks very good indeed with that. You got sort of that 9 of Pentacles. You got this double, basically an ultimate fulfillment, an ultimate satisfaction from this, and I think that's going to be where you're at. So you have to let it ride. Be careful of anything that doesn't look very committed, is what have you. And yeah, you do have that 6 of Wands, sort of that riding into the success. I think you have a lot of good things in love coming. You're just going to have to be patient, basically, and let it sort of ride to the end. So it looks pretty good indeed. A Power of the P, and Ann, thank you for your 9 donations or something like that. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. All right, where are we going with this? We got, when will I meet everybody wants to meet the one. Everybody wants the one. They won't accept the 2. We need the 1. All right, let's see what's going to happen here. When will I meet this individual? When will I meet the 1? I don't know. Let's see. We got a Page of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and a 2 of Swords. You know, it's all about the ex. I really think that you've met the one before. I really think this is somebody that you bumped into, somebody that maybe had a relationship with, somebody that you sort of had some interest level in, somebody that had at least some level of interest in you. And I think this is somebody that you've already met. Page of Cups. Maybe you weren't sort of fully invested, fully committed to this individual at the time. It could be an issue with that, but I think that the 5 of Pentacles just says we sort of went through a level of frustration, maybe a level of ending for something that didn't need to be ended, possibly. Or again, this could be somebody that has been around, been in your life for some time. Ace of Swords says that sort of gradually, if you're willing to accept it and go forth, that does gradually build and go forth and get more powerful, and then become very poignant and very focused for you. But the 2 of Swords says right now, this is something that is separate from you, and you have to sort of reunite with it. So there we go. There we go indeed. I think it's X-rated. It could be. It could be. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, it could be one of anything. Who knows? We got Journey is here. Is A going to take me to the Dubai trip with him? Let's hope so. I heard Dubai is an absolutely fantastic place to visit and hang out. So there we go. Let's see. Rather not see any sort of love coming. If it is at all, don't need that messing with my thoughts right now. Okay, well, there you go. All right, is that going to take me to the Dubai trip? 9 of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the Hermit? No, I don't think so. You got sort of that Hermit card just comes immediately. It just sort of hits hard. The Hermit, I'm just doing this on my own. I'm doing this independently. I'm not really focusing on anything. I'm letting it sort of ride out and go its own way as far as this goes, right? 9 of Cups, I'd rather just be alone. I'd rather have, you know, sort of everything there. Being fed, I don't know what's going on with all of that. But yeah, that Queen of Swords is over here. It's just like, you know, this is something where I just need the independence in this, right? The independence in this. So yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think. I think that is just a no. We got a and I think quad shot. We'll do that real quick. I love reading with G. Is G going to work out? Where is G going to go? What is G going to do? Let's do a Chiro Marchetti read here and see where that takes us. Indeed. Yeah. Love reading with G. It's just going to be a good thing. All right, G. Wow, the Fool. This is an adventure that's just waiting to launch. I mean, you know, sort of that you're waiting to launch into this adventure. It's pending. It's got momentum. It's building. It's building. Once it does launch, I think we'll be quite satisfied with the results. The Fool just says we need to start that journey, start that adventure, and at least embark upon that to get to that level of the Two of Cups where everything works, everything functions, everything's magical, everything is just amazing as it goes through. You do have that 4. It's almost like we've waited too long. This is something that's been too delayed. It's been pushed back, and you know you're ready to get this started, ready to get it cranking. I think that's going to be a good thing once it starts. Because you have 9 of Pentacles, the level of stability, the level of force, the level of sort of foundation being built here is going to be fantastic indeed. But you just got to sort of embark upon it. So in other words, you have a lot of pending energy. It needs to be released. It needs to move, and once it does, I think it gets going pretty strong, pretty quickly, at least in my opinion. And is the Christmas project is going to be worth it in terms of success now that I have finished. All right, so is the project done now? Is it going to be worth it as far as success goes? Is this going to be something that does bring us into more realms, bring us into things and going on? It does feel like that there's a level of emptiness now that it's done. There's a level of emptiness, like I'm waiting. I'm sort of waiting. I'm trying to see where things are going to go, trying to see where things are going to be. And there's just a level of anticipation here. You sort of have that 6 of Cups, like the people that have seen it have already seen it kind of thing, right? It's going to be worth it. I do think it's going to be worth it because you have people that are going to see it. They're going to be excited about it. You have people that are going to be sort of launched in ideas. They're going to be moving forth in ideas, moving forth in creativity from this. And as well, I think that brings you into more levels of excitement, more levels of stuff. But it feels like it's just disappointing, like you expected more. Like when I'm done with it, when I'm finished with it, I wanted more. I wanted to reach out and see more. I wanted to reach out and touch more people with it. And it feels like you just haven't done that. So there's a level of just sort of not really frustration, but anticipation that just hasn't been fulfilled, which may lead to frustration. We'll see. Anyway, Anne is there. We got Power of the P. After that, we are out of here. Anything I need to know about the community to notice me? Let's put some stuff out there. Let's see what opportunities we have. Let's see what we can get going. And what can I do to make people notice, to make people see, to make people push into that next realm? You do have sort of an ouch. I got that little double 3 over there. Know about getting the community to notice me. Just keep on, this is something that just comes organically. It's not something that you can force. You can't really force people to notice you. You can create good stuff. You can create amazing things. Of course, you got that level of strength over here. I'm producing the big things. I'm getting that Leo aspect out there. I'm showing what I can do, right? I'm venturing out and doing creative things that no other person has done before, creative things that are very exciting, very enticing, I think, to the world, but you just feel like that not enough people have sort of moved forward and noticed as well. This is the thing. You can't force people to notice you, really. You really can't. You produce your best thing and let the world decide, right? So in other words, I have art. I do art. Not a lot of people have noticed me. In fact, like 0 people have noticed me in art. I do tarot. For some reason, people notice the tarot much faster and much better than the art stuff. I do tons and tons of other stuff. It's a matter of putting your best stuff out there, letting the world decide what they want to see. The King of Pentacles. Put your best stuff out there. Be the King of Pentacles. Be the retired banker where you have your best stuff out there. Let the world decide what it likes, because it could be unusual. Like 10 years ago, I had no idea when I started this tarot channel that it would blow up, but it did. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I thought my art was going to be much more Connected. I thought the art was going to be much more prevalent as far as the hobbies that I do, the things that I do, and what have you. You really never know. You just put your best foot forward in all aspects of your life and see where it's going to carry you. That's what I'm saying. Although the presents aren't important, why didn't he get me anything? Power of the P. Nobody got you any. No, wait, no, he didn't get you anything. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. Let's see if they didn't get you anything. What's going on? Maybe they're cheap. Maybe they didn't want it. Maybe they didn't want to send the wrong message. I don't know. I'm leaning towards sending the message with this. It feels like they wanted to get you something, but they decided not to. It seems like a last minute thing. I think they're sort of playing a game here. It's sort of a little bit of a chess match, checker, something going, like I'm a wounded warrior. I'm not getting everything that I want, so I'm not kind of throwing myself out there as far as gifts, giving, and what have you. I think that they don't have problems giving gifts. I don't think that they have a problem sort of sharing or what have you. It's just sort of sending the message, or there's some sort of a convolution to what they want to do. It's almost like that they were kind of purposefully did this. They didn't forget you. They just purposefully did this, in just my opinion, right? And there's a level of disappointment, though, because you were expecting, you really kind of wanted to see where it goes. You want to kind of see where, because, I mean, if somebody's important to you, the gift that they give you, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's very important. Like I give gifts, gifts, normal gifts, but I enhance it with personal stuff. Like I make a person a painting or a portrait of their dogs or something like that, right? I kind of make my gifts special. And that's sort of the way that I communicate that I really like somebody, kind of thing. Anyway, but that's just me. But yeah, they didn't want to send a message. That's basically the cards. Anyway, we're going to go with that. What the cards I say about his and my energy currently. All right, let's see where the energy's going. Well, if I'm just saying, maybe the P isn't as powerful as you thought it was. Maybe, I don't know. All right, what are the energies together with this? Four of Wands says we're building a happy home, happy family, but we're kind of in that fiery stage where we need, you know what I'm saying, where we need something more. We need something stable. We need something enhanced. We need to see where this is going to go. The Tower says we just haven't gotten the level of excitement that we need from this connection. I think the excitement has been building a little bit, but this is something that is sort of collapsing in front of you as far as this goes sometimes. You do have a happy home, happy family here. We can build something structurally sound, but it is sort of a temporary. It is something more of a fiery energy. The Emperor says that they're kind of playing games a lot of times with you. So you do have to take a step back and see what kind of games are we looking at? What kind of things am I sort of putting up with here? And look for any red flags that do need to be addressed at a minimum with, some open communication. Just that Ace of Cups just says you're not getting emotionally what you need. You're just not. So you're just kind of in that stuck zone with that. Josie, thank you for your donation over PayPal. I appreciate you. All right, we got one more Power of the P, and then we'll go to Josie, and we'll wrap it up for tonight. Any advice from the spirit guides? Where are the guides going to take us tonight? What kind of interesting things do they have going on? Where are they going to bring us in the opportunities here? You got the Moon. Ooh, got a King of Pentacles. You got that Six of Swords. The guides tell you that the next few months are study time. It's really study time. Where do you want to be in 2023? I think some of your goals, some of your New Year's resolutions do need to be focused on your goals as far as spiritually. Where do you want to be? How do you want to be? And how do you want to get there? Because I think you do have sort of a level of connection, a level of pursuit that you need to be doing that you haven't been doing so far. I think you've abandoned some stuff with the guides. You've abandoned some of the innovations. You've abandoned some of the basic spiritual pursuits that you have been doing before. It's time to sort of find the emotional connection with that. I do think you realize that. That's part of the reason that maybe you have sort of put it on pause or maybe abandoned a couple of pieces, parts with it. And that's okay. And you just pick it up just like a book. Just pick it up and get a quick review. And I think that's going to be important indeed. Yeah, but the King of Pentacles, you need to be just content. You need to be more stable. You need to be more rock solid in your foundation coming up this year. Pursue that with a spiritual journey, and I think you're going to have a very good time in 2023 indeed. All right, and the final reading of the night is Josie. Josie wants a finance reading, and then we are out of here. We're here every night, by the way. Yeah. Come back tomorrow if you didn't get your reading done tonight. We will be here every night except for probably Thursday. So yeah, be here every night. We're back on track, back on schedule for the every night now that we have, nothing else. Yeah, but I think we are going to get back into the dating scene. And when we do that, it's going to be kind of iffy on what nights we'll be here, but we'll schedule it. All right. Anyway, let's see, finance. We get a little bit of financial readings going on with that. You know, Eight of Cups, there's a lot of things you've been pursuing as far as finance goes, maybe investments, maybe work-related stuff, maybe new jobs, maybe new opportunities that really are sort of a dead end. I think that's very important, right? What time? I'm here 6:30 Central Time. But yeah, be careful what you pursue as far as finances go. I don't want you to waste any money. And I think there are open opportunities where you are going to waste resources. You are going to get in a situation where you're kind of confused about what to focus on, where to be, what to do, and be careful about what you do, because I think there's a potential to waste money, to waste finances as far as that goes. Justice card does say bringing in the cash is not really the biggest problem here. It's more bringing in sort of a consistent cash or bringing in some consistent money. I do think you have a couple of sort of bleeds that you're sort of in, right? You'd have a couple of bleeds that you're in where you do need to patch and band-aid those up, and I think that's going to be very important. You don't want to have money just outflowing for no reason, right? Maybe somebody needs to borrow too much money, or they expect you to pay their $2,000 in tolls or something, or, you know, who knows. But the Justice card says be careful of what you spend money on. Be sort of cognizant of that, and definitely keep a log if you can. Page of Pentacles says any small businesses that you have wanted to begin, just start, is going to be a good venture indeed, especially anybody that wants to group up with you and team up to get that done. I think that's going to be exciting indeed. Overall, Death says big changes in finances are not your friend. Keep keep going, keep manifesting what you need to, and I think everything's going to work out in the long run. Just fix the bleeding. And Page of Pentacles, if any other small business ideas, any ventures you're going to have going on are going to be cool, then definitely pursue that and chase that as well. And that is it. And that is it for Christmas night. Thank you, everybody, for very generous donations. I appreciate you. Hope you had a fantastic Christmas. I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow.
I love you.
Like a light, lighting up in the dark. You make it right, I forgot how to act. It's so classic. Every time you make me nervous and I lose my words. It's been a while since I forgot the most simple words.